Welcome to another episode of Titan Muscle and Mind. This is the Friday wrap-up. It's the last one I'm going to be doing on my own because I'm going to have Jenna next week, and we're going to be talking everything from nutrition to training to different diets to different training systems. And we're going to also answer a lot of your questions. So I'm going to have Jenna for the Friday wrap-up from after this episode. But this is the last one from me on my own on Friday. I'm still going to do the Monday catch-up. And during the week, we'll be interviewing different guests as well. So today, I'm going to talk about how I look at problems as puzzles, okay? Now, life is a series of problems, and you're never going to be able to move away or get away from that. So the best analogy I can give myself is as I was a kid, we all love puzzles. And I look at problems as puzzles, and I like to figure out the best way to move forward, best way to get a result, whether it's with my training, with my nutrition, with the team culture, whatever it is. I'm always looking at it as a puzzle. I'm always becoming that solution-orientated person every single time. Yesterday we were sitting down and we were trying to come up with the best possible solution to how we can grow our boot camps and also make our challenges bigger. We're getting an amazing response from people, and we're transforming so many lives. The girls that we have in our team are absolutely amazing. But the biggest thing today is if you can't get in front of the camera and be your authentic self to actually help people, well, you're almost obscure. And these girls, I've seen them do an amazing job. Not only that, I get all these great testimonials from people that come up to me on the lives they've changed, the transformations they've made. And they're all nervous, and these are beautiful girls. Like, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely amazing. They do an amazing job here at Titan Fitness, and they were absolutely nervous and petrified, going, I don't know if I can do it. Well, this is the reality, and I look at that as a problem, right? This is the reality. When I started doing the podcast, I was nervous as well. I said, well, who's going to listen to my messages here? Who's going to go, I'm going to take something away from Matt said and put it into practical use and execute that practically in real life situations. So, I was quite nervous at that point as well. And what I realized after doing a few episodes was if I could be myself more, I'm going to be much more comfortable in being in front of the camera. And that's what I've been doing. And a lot of people have said, you look good in front of the camera. You're very authentic. I'm not saying good looking, whatever. Got nothing to do with it. But they got my message because I was being real. I wasn't talking shit. I was just putting real good content out there of what we actually do and what I do in the business. And initially for me, and this is for everyone, everyone's thinking about what someone else is thinking about the content they put out. And that's what destroys the individual themselves, and they don't want to put what's so valuable to so many people. The girls that I got, Mary and Sinead and Jazz, play a massive and a pivotal role in our boot camps and challenges. And I said, guys, if you really want to help people, you got to put out your workout. You got to put out your food prep. You got to put out what you do at work, why we're so good, why our culture's so good. But also talk about your vulnerabilities. Talk about your vulnerabilities. If you're nervous, if you're scared, tell people you're nervous and you're scared. When I first started doing the podcast, I was getting rosy cheeks, and I still get them. And then I didn't want to do the podcast. I was like, what are people going to say when I'm getting my rosy? I've always had that throughout my whole life. I've always had rosy cheeks. I've always had sweaty palms. And I said, you know what? I don't really care what people think. I'm just going to put content out there. And that was a problem for me. I had to overcome that problem. And I look at it as a puzzle now. I don't look at it as something that's going to hold me back and slow me down anymore. I come in every day and I say to Jules, what are we going to do today? What's the subject line? What can we talk about that's going to help someone else? Yesterday I was sitting down with one of the challenges. Martina's had absolutely amazing results. She's done the last 3 or 4 challenges, and I was talking to a couple of other girls last week who were doing the challenge, and they were telling me that they think that one challenge is enough. Well, if one challenge is enough, is one video enough? If I put one video out a year or one video out a month, it's not. It's the consistency over time and what you put out and the message you portray that people are looking for. It's that consistency that people want from you because there's something they can take away from it. And you've got to be absolutely disciplined in doing that. Some days I don't have the best day. You know, there's so much that happens in the gym. There's so many obstacles and challenges, whether it's, you know, sorting something out with a personal trainer, a staff, maintenance problem. You know, I was here till 12:30 last night with the Jib Rockers. There was a big leak and it was a big job. So I'm never going to be in the perfect mood for a podcast or a video. Like, there's never that perfect moment. But what there is being authentic and showing exactly what happens in real day life. And if you have in your mind that everything you put out is to give value to someone else, just one person, well, then you're doing your job. If you are trying to get your message out to too many people, it's going to get diluted. A lot of the times, the message that I'm giving you is the same self-talk that I've done to myself. It's the same self-talk that I do to myself every day. I push myself every day. I get out of bed every day. I take action every day. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not 24/7, but I tell you what, I take a lot more action than a lot more people. If I was told that I had to film every day, 4 or 5 times a day, 5 hours a day, I would do it. If I know that content's going to help someone, I'm going to do it. Now, I'm going to help my girls as well. I told them I'll be the leader in all the video content because I want to help them grow this year. I want their message to get across. I know the work that they do is unbelievable. I mean, they do group classes of 30, 40 people. They do boot camps outdoor and they kill it. But sometimes when that camera's on them and there's more eyes looking at them, they start to think, what's someone else thinking about me? And so when I look at that as a puzzle. I go, well, that's fine, right? Be yourself. Tell people what you're doing, and tell them what your passion is. Tell them what your purpose is. Tell them what your why is. If it's to help more people, don't you think people are going to jump on board? 100%. Well, I don't care what industry you're in. You can be in any industry. If people can genuinely see that the content you put out is going to help them, they're going to follow you. They're going to be encouraging you. They're going to be going, you know what? Thanks for that. You really helped me today. I mean, I get a lot of messages now, and I've only just started of you know, what people think of the content and how it's helping them. You know, initially, I'm not going to lie, I was like everyone else. I was thinking, fuck, if I put something out, is it going to be good enough? But as I started doing it, and I realized, you know what, just be yourself and talk about what you go through in business and in everyday life. And I'm telling you now, my biggest purpose is to create a team that's like a Navy SEAL team. That's so good they can answer every question from every person that walks through that door here at Titan Fitness. That's my goal. And these girls are absolutely amazing. And this year, we're going to go to another level. Like the service and everything we do is going to go to another level. I'm not going to get complacent this year. I'm not going to get complacent with anything. I'm going to get up each day and go, you know what? I can do better today. I'm going to put my front foot forward and keep pushing myself until I get to that point where I go, you know what? I've done pretty well this month. I've done pretty well. And then beat that the next month and then the next month. I don't care if I lose a day here or there, you know, because I'm going to deal with problems. It's probably going to slow me down. That's life. But problems are a part of life. And if you look at them as puzzles, you're going to be fine, trust me. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk about just the importance of how important it is to see problems as only a stumbling block to get you moving forward and treat it as a puzzle. So, guys, if you like episodes like this, or you got any questions for me about how I deal with problems, please comment and share and tell your friends about our podcast, Titan Muscle and Mind. We've got the creative Jules there in the background who really helps me out a lot, and then Daria, who done the blog the other day, who's been an amazing help. Without these guys, without this amazing team, I wouldn't be able to get my message out there. And I'll have my new partner in crime for the Friday wrap up with Jan, so we'll be covering everything. And also my co-host Jules will always be around and jumping in and asking some tough questions, which I love. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you guys on Monday.